Hello YouTube, this is King Tug Gaming, and today we are back for another story time. I haven't done one of these in a while actually, because my life isn't really that interesting, which I think I actually said that in whenever I first started the series, but my life really isn't the most interesting thing in the world. You know, like I'm not popular or anything like that, so I don't have that many stories go around. But this weekend, something pretty crazy happened. I mean, it's not that insane, but it was still kind of interesting. But so let's just get right into this. So it starts off with, it sounds like what am I telling, like a freaking storybook here? We went out to my grandparents' camp this weekend, and you're allowed to drive golf carts around and all that, because that's like what they use to get around. It's a pretty big campground. It's like almost everyone owns a golf cart or something to get around. Usually at this golf cart, so you're not allowed to have other stuff there. But they have a trail in the woods because around like August they have a haunted trail back there that you can go through since the camp closes down so early in the year. So they have this haunted trail, and it's like this little trail back in the woods. You can go during the daytime anytime you want and drive through it, but just in like beginning of August they have like their haunted trail or something like that. But you can go back there any time during the day that you want, but at night you're not allowed to go back there for safety reasons because it's dark. It's in the middle of the woods. They don't want anyone getting hurt, and it's like to get back there you have to go along this like very narrow path. And it has either a cliff on one side, like a steep drop, and then a river, or lake on the other side. I think it's a lake. And so you're not allowed to go back there whenever it's dark. As soon as it gets dark, you're supposed to be across the river, and like you're supposed to be back on that side of the campground. So we're all sitting around a campfire, and where my uncle's camp is, because my uncle and my grandparents both have a camper up there. My family doesn't, but they do. So we go up there and stay there for a little bit sometimes. But we're having a fire in the back by my uncle's camper, and you can see across the river, see like a path, and you can see if anything were to go into the woods. And we're sitting there talking, and all of a sudden we see a go-kart, well, not go-kart, I keep calling them go-karts, golf cart, come by, and it actually went into the woods. We saw it go by, like, around the river, and we saw it go into the woods. And what they usually do is they usually drive down and go tell them, like, hey, you can't do that, but since they're already in the woods, we, my uncle and his friend, they jump on a golf cart, and they go start going after them. My cousin, me, and my cousin's sister, which is also my cousin, obviously. We're all in the cart. We want to follow them, just for fun. So we're flying down there because we're cruising. Like it's only a 5-mile-an-hour speed limit in there, so no one gets hurt. And we're going probably like 13, which is pretty fast for a freaking golf cart. Like you feel like you're flying because whenever you're usually in there, you're going like so slow. And I'm sitting on the back of this golf cart, I'm like eating dust and crap, and it sucks. So we're going around the river and stuff. We're almost to the woods, and we're flying. I'm like, you gotta slow down, like we're gonna die. Because my uncle and them were right in front of us, and like all their dust was coming into our like faces and stuff, and you could barely even see. And then like I could barely keep my eyes open because there's so much dust just flowing in. And then we finally get into the woods, and we're like driving around these trails. Like I said, we're going like 15 miles an hour through these trails on a little golf cart. And we're flying through there. We see their lights as they come back around, and we're chasing after them. But they start going. They take us like a long way around. But my uncle like basically made all these trails. Like he's been there for like probably 20 years or longer, and he made some of these trails. Takes a shortcut, and we cut them off. But they take another way, and they kind of like kind of went around it. But that takes them right out. Back out to where it's out of the woods, so we follow them down there, and then we finally stop them. Even if we stop them, we realize that it's someone that we used to know, well, that I didn't know, but my uncle and my mom went to school with back in the day, and they had just moved up here, like got a full-time camper up there this summer, and they had no idea about the rule. So it was basically like we chased down people who weren't even breaking the rules on purpose. And the funniest thing was he's like, you guys scared the living shit out of me because I'm sitting back here and we're getting chased. He's like, there's like skeletons back here still from the haunted trail. I wait for some guy to come up with a mask. Because a lot of people still have their stuff back there from the haunted trail because like every camper is allowed to like get a spot. And it's like a competition basically. Whoever wins gets like $20. Like as much money gets put into it or something like that. I'm not really sure. But like it was so bad. Like whenever we got done, I think I had like my face was covered in just like dirt. And then we realized finally that you could put the window up, because before it was broken on that golf cart, and we realized that it actually would have went up. Oh my god. But like, I was dying like on the back of that golf cart because there's no seat back there. They didn't put one in on the golf cart yet. So I'm like hanging on to dear life on this like pole on the back here that holds up the roof. And I'm like, we're going way too fast around these corners. Like, one of them was almost like a hairpin corner. And we're like flying into them. I'm like, you gotta slow down, come on. But I mean, my cousin did it well. She handled that crap. There's a girl too. She handled those bends like a mouse. She made those corners her bitch. But so that's our story for today. So crazy golf cart racing. I wonder if that's even a thing. It probably is. Some hillbilly probably invented it. Like, oh yeah, let's put some flames on a golf cart and go race it. Or it might even be something bigger than that. I'm not really sure. But yeah, like I said, that's it for the story time today, guys. I got one quick thing to tell you. So I know I've had a couple of Destiny videos recently, and that's like, they're obviously gonna get more now with Rise of Iron coming out, but it won't be all, you know, Destiny videos like this week. There'll probably be like one. But I'm gonna go play Black Ops and other games too, and whenever I do get NHL, me and my friend are probably going to do the EASHL thing again, so that would be a little bit more in depth this time. Maybe I'll do a series of that too, but who knows. But I mean, so things to come. That's it. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and as always, this is King Tut Gaming signing off.